Well, when I was first approached to consider coming aboard and performing on the Mandalay and spending a week down in the Grenadines, I just didn't know exactly how to respond. It's something that I've never done. I'm not familiar with sailing and never been on a sailing ship like that before. So I was real excited about the opportunity, and I had no idea just what I was in store for. But I can tell you, it was the cruise of a lifetime. I've spent many years traveling the Bahamas and Caribbean and used to perform on cruise ships for quite some time, but none of those experiences was anything like being on the Mandalay for a week. There's so many things go into it. It's the crew, it's the ship, it's the destinations, it's the wonderful experience of hanging with all like-minded people aboard the ship. It was just a fun, wild adventure, and it's something I'll never forget. Well, it all starts with the crew. When we showed up aboard the Mandalay on day one, there was Captain Sly there to greet us with a big giant smile, and I had no idea what was involved in running a ship like this, but these guys work so hard to make sure that each and every passenger enjoys their cruise each day from start to finish. Their primary goal is safety. Anytime you go up a stairs, down a stairs, down into the tender boat, there was always someone there to assist, to take your bag and help you down. You could just tell that they genuinely cared about your safety and about us having fun, which we did. So the crew was a big part of the week being a total success, and I just can't say enough about their hard work. These guys on the deckhands, they knew how to sail. It started with the bartenders and the cabin stewards and the purser and the engineers and all the guys that run the ship. I think there's like 15 of them aboard the Mandalay, but they all worked as a team, and that was a big part of making this cruise a huge success. One of the great things about this particular cruise is that it's not your typical style cruise in that you don't hang out in the upper Bahamas and you don't cruise around Nassau and you don't go to well-populated destinations. You hang out in these remote islands down in the lower Grenadines. If you've never been down in the Windward Islands, it's way down south at the bottom of the island chain, and some of these destinations that we went to, most of us have never heard of. I mean, you've got places like Carriacou, Union Island, Meru, the uninhabited Tobago Cays, Laquia. These are places that we just haven't come to be too terribly familiar with. Once you go there, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've never been down here. But we would pull up into these coves and these harbors, and we'd throw the anchor. We'd get down onto the tender boat. They would take us for a wet landing up on the beach, and you get out and you would see these most incredible, beautiful beaches. And we would spend time on the beach. I would grab my guitar and take it up to the beach, and we'd sit around at a beach bar and just pick and sing. And it was a magical experience. Every day was something different. We would take tours of the islands. Everywhere we went, people were just so nice. And each morning on the ship, it would be called story time, about 8:30 after breakfast, and Captain Sly would kind of go over. We would review the day before, kind of talk about what we did. Then we would talk about what lied ahead on the day ahead, and we'd already be anchored. He would show us, you'll go to this beach and hang out. If you want to go snorkeling, you go right over there. If you want to take a tour, meet us over there once we get everybody loaded out. So each island, it was like, I can't wait to go see it, but it was an amazing adventure. Each one of these spots had something new to show you. And then there's the Mandalay. This ship is something to behold. It's 226 feet long. It's a 3-mast ship built in 1923. Absolutely gorgeous. Well taken care of, and that ship knows how to sail. One of the things that I found that was so cool was that I would walk around all week long and not even wear flip-flops. I would walk around on that ship barefooted on that soft teak wood, and by the end of the week my feet were so soft, and it was pretty awesome not even having to wear flip-flops all week. The ship is beautiful inside and out. The cabins are amazing, very comfortable, good cold AC, nice, well-equipped cabins with full bathrooms. I believe there's 26 cabins on the ship. The ship will hold 59 passengers, but it's just totally comfortable, and plenty of places to go hang, spend time on your own. You can go up to the bow and hang out on the bowsprit. You can go in the very back and enjoy some privacy. You can go out on the main deck and enjoy the sailing. Go up on the top sun deck, get some sun. Well, the food was outstanding. It all started each morning with sticky buns for the folks who couldn't wait till the 7:30 bell for breakfast. And I'll begin with a huge breakfast with Bloody Marys, and they would feed us these wonderful meals each day. There was one particular day when one of the crew members went to the back of the ship, and while we were sailing, he caught a wahoo, about a 35-pound wahoo, and lo and behold, the ship chef got a hold of it, cleaned it, and that was our entree the following night. So yes, we ate good. They baked all these wonderful muffins and breads for each meal. It was all made right there on the ship, so I can't say enough. We ate good all week. Well, one of the coolest things on the ship was when they would raise the sails. Now you'd have to get up pretty early on most days to witness it, but around 4 a.m. we would set our alarms and get out on the deck so we could see it. But the interesting thing about when they would raise the sails, it's a long-standing tradition with Captain Slack to play over the loudspeaker the old hymn Amazing Grace. Well, they would play 3, 4, 5 different genres or versions of Amazing Grace during the period when the sails would go up. But the deckhands would go out there and all work in unison as a team. And they wouldn't even utter a peep because they were all working together. But they would raise these giant sails in the wee hours of the morning as Amazing Grace was playing through the stereo. And it was cranked up loud, and you could actually feel it in your heart as this song was playing, and the sails were going up, and all these guys were raising these sails. So we would get up each morning and to get to witness it. To sit here and explain it, it doesn't sound like too big a deal, but I can tell you, if you've never experienced anything like that, it was an amazing experience. Well, let me tell you about the group that we had during our week. It was a lot of folks from Florida, mostly Florida, from the Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte area, and then in the Stewart area. And of course, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. But the thing about the majority of our group, we're all like-minded people. We love music. We love the island. We love the ocean. We love beaches. We love the nautical lifestyle, which I guess by definition is a parrot head, but that's a different thing. But we all had some wonderful things in common, so we would just all hang together. There was one night in particular that we went on the very back of the ship. There was no wind, and it was calm, and it was quiet. We grabbed a guitar and we went back there and did a concert. And I would do several originals, and then we busted out the iPads with all the lyrics, and then we did some sing-alongs. That was probably one of the most special times on the ship that we had. And then throughout the entire week, I'd grab the guitar and just go to different places in the ship and play. And like I mentioned, we'd go to grab my guitar and throw it on the tender boat, and go up to the beach and do some picking. And it was all about singing. We did a lot of dancing, a lot of partying. On the ship there was a masquerade party. It was an absolute blast. They always had some incredible stuff planned on the ship, and good people. So if you want to try something new, if you want to try something different, and you've never been on a sailing vessel like this, it's one of the most awesome ships I've ever been on, and I cannot wait to go back. So I highly recommend, if you want to enjoy one of the most awesome vacations you've ever seen, contact Sail WindJammer and book your trip on the Mandalay.
But now it's not your boat anymore, so I'll be looking at you from the water. We're now thinking of the past, and it wasn't the deal when I bought her. my captain on the trips down the coast. We had a good life and I loved you the most. You left me stranded on the island that's too far away from the shore. It's not your boat